A long time ago, in a fertile valley surrounded by hills in North Sumatra, there lived a young man named Toba. He lived alone and made his living by farming and fishing in the clear river near his home. Despite his simple life, Toba was content with what he had. One day, while fishing in the river, Toba felt a strong tug on his line. With great effort, he pulled up his net and was astonished to find a large, golden fish. Its scales shimmered like jewels, reflecting the sunlight. Overjoyed, Toba decided to take the fish home to cook for dinner. When he got home, Toba placed the fish in his kitchen. However, as he went to fetch his cooking tools, he was stunned to see a beautiful young woman standing where the fish had been. The woman had long flowing hair and a radiant face. She spoke softly, "Do not be afraid, Toba. I am the fish you just caught. If you are willing, I will become your wife. But there is one condition. You must never tell anyone that I was once a fish." Mesmerized by her beauty, Toba agreed. They were soon married and lived happily. A few years later, they were blessed with a son named Samasir. Samasir was a healthy and strong boy, but he was also mischievous and often disobeyed his parents' advice. One day, his mother asked Samasir to deliver lunch to his father, who was working in the fields. On his way, Samasir grew hungry and ate the food that was meant for his father. When Toba learned that the lunch had not been delivered, he became furious. In his anger, Toba shouted, "You fish child! You are so disrespectful." Samasir, confused by his father's words, ran home and asked his mother what his father meant. His mother, shocked and heartbroken that Toba had broken his promise, could only lower her head in sorrow. With tears in her eyes, she said, "Samasir, take this shawl and climb to the highest hill. Do not return home." She handed him her shawl and walked toward the river. Suddenly, the sky darkened, thunder roared, and heavy rain poured down. The river swelled and overflowed, flooding the entire valley. Toba tried to save himself, but the water continued to rise, eventually submerging everything in the valley. In no time, the fertile land that had once been their home transformed into a massive lake. Samasir, who obeyed his mother's advice, was safe on the hilltop, which later became an island in the middle of the lake. This island is now known as Samasir Island. The large lake was named Lake Toba, becoming one of the largest volcanic lakes in the world. The story serves as a reminder of the importance of keeping promises and being mindful of our words, as they can have powerful and lasting consequences.